Hi everybody, it's Kristin. So happy Topic Tuesday to you. This is a Topic Tuesday that has been a long time coming. Lots of people have requested this one. And I just didn't really want to do it until I felt like I had one that I could say was my holy grail concealer. Obviously I'm talking about concealer because you can tell by the title. I just really wanted to find a concealer that I liked for a long period of time and really felt like it worked well for me before I could speak to that to you guys. So before I even get into it, understand that I have really dry under eye area. I don't know why, but I do. It's very dry. So a lot of these, while they may be your holy grail and may really work well for you, they didn't for me just because I have dry under eye. So I have quite a few of them here, so I'm going to kind of run through them. I'm not going to go super in-depth on any of them. If you want me to do a follow-up review more like super in-depth on one of them, then certainly let me know. But otherwise, I'm just going to kind of go through and tell you my experience with all of them. Now, first I want to touch on under eye brighteners. And I have 3 of them that I have tried. I do have a Bobbi Brown concealer that I'll talk about, but I've never tried their under eye, like light to medium bisque, whatever that is. I've never tried that before, so I can't speak to that one. But the one, the high-end under eye brightener, and this is the one that is my holy grail, the one that I love, is the Armani Master Corrector. And mine is in the number 1. I love this the best of the 3 that I've tried. I just feel like the reason that I like this, and I'll show you the applicator. So I like the applicator because I feel like it's very precise. You can get right in where you want to. Right in here, and I'm trying to get kind of in that inner corner pocket, and then I have a vein over here that I try to cover as well. And then I really just feel like it, let me see if I can. I just really feel like it blends in and then just sinks into my skin. And it doesn't, I don't find that it sinks into fine lines at all. So that is by far my favorite of the under eye brighteners. A close second to that is the Dream Lumi in Radiant, like this. Some people have found that they can just use this and they don't need both. This doesn't, both a brightener and a concealer. This doesn't work like that for me, but I do like this. It does, it covers or it corrects very well, and it does brighten as well. It's not as pink. I mean, I don't think it's meant to be as much of a, you can see right there, it's just a little bit drier texture. And I don't know that it's supposed to correct as much as it's supposed to brighten. You can see, obviously, it's a much, excuse me, different color. So that is that one. And then the last one that I have, and this I did not like really at all, and this was the Instant Age Rewind. Now, you'll see I talked about this with the under eye. I liked it for the regular, but I did not appreciate it for brightening. I don't know why, but I didn't. So there it is, right there. I just feel like, well, I do know why. I shouldn't say I don't know why. I feel like it kind of sat on top of my skin. It didn't sink in. Like, that's the issue that I have with a lot of these. And that brightener in particular, I felt like that was the issue. Okay, so now I will go, I guess I'm not really going to do them in any particular order, aside from the fact that I will do high-end separate from Drugstore. But I will keep my favorite one to the end, although it's not going to be any surprise if you watched any of my videos lately. But so we'll do Drugstore first. I don't know what I said I was going to do first. This is actually one of my favorites. It was my favorite for a long time, and then I was like on the search to find the perfect under eye concealer. When I very first started videos, I used to talk about this all the time, and then it just kind of got pushed to the side, and I have brought it out lately and used it again and remembered how much I do like it. Not my holy grail, but I do really like it. And that's the Milani. Looks like this. And it's the HD Advanced Concealer Click Cover Correct and Protect Eye and Face. I don't know why you would use this on your anywhere but here, but whatever. So it is a little clicky thing, like the Touche Éclat, and it's a very wet formula, which is why I really like it. And I found that this, when you would put it on, it would show fine lines and wrinkles. I would wipe it away once, you know, kind of blend it in once, and it would never do it again. So I was okay with that because, and I still am, I still will use that. Because of the fact that I could wipe it away once and then it would never appear again. And all of these I set in the same way. I used to use Powder Flage. I should have put that out. But now, and I've talked about this before, I use the e.l.f. Complexion Perfection, which looks like this. Look, I hit pan. I use this every day to cover my concealer, which was a tip that I got from another YouTuber. Okay, the next one is the same brand as the Radiance, the Dream Lumi Highlighting Concealer. And this one I like as well, but this one I felt really kind of stuck in my fine lines and wouldn't go away. So again, it's a clicky one. This also I feel like is a little bit drier. And again, for me, the dry doesn't work so well. And you can see, like, when well, you can't really see it. When I try to blend it in, it gets a little bit blotchy for some reason. So I don't know if it was a bad one that I got, but I did give this one a good shot, and just wasn't my favorite. Okay, this is the Garnier Anti-Dark Circle Roller. I do really enjoy this. This works well for me in the summer. Does not work as well for me in the winter. And I don't know why. I don't know if my dark circles seem to appear more in the winter, or I don't know why, but I do really enjoy this. And you guys have probably all seen this before. It just, and again, it's a wet formula that offers some coverage. So I like that. This doesn't show up in fine lines and wrinkles at all. But I think it's just, for some reason in winter, I need a little more coverage than I do in the summer. So I think that's why I prefer this one in the summer. All right, we will talk about this Maybelline Mineral Power. This I did not like at all. This was junk, in my opinion. It sat in my fine lines no matter what I did. I would blend it out, it would be there again. I'd blend it out, it'd be there again. I really thought I was going to like it because it's a pretty nice formula. But you know, there's a fine line between a nice wet formula that works well for under eyes, or for dry under eyes, and then one that's going to sit in your fine line and wrinkles. And I really felt like that's what this one did. Okay, I have a couple of, oh well, actually, let me run this one first. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and mine is in the color Fair. I suppose I didn't. I'll annotate the other ones earlier, which you'll already have seen. So this is the color Fair, and I have used a good chunk of that, as you can see, and I do like this. That's what it looks like. It's a little bit dry, but again, kind of the same thing. I didn't feel like it sunk in at all, and it just kind of sat on top, and I can't really explain what I mean by that. I'm having a hard time finding my words this morning, but it just didn't, you know, you want it to sink in, but not sink in so much that it sits in your fine lines and wrinkles. So I enjoyed this one, but I just had to work with it a little bit, if that makes sense. I have two stick concealers. I've never tried the Hourglass or the Clé de Peau or any of those, just because I'm so picky about my under eye concealer that I'm afraid I'm going to spend $75 and hate it. So anyway, I had heard good things about the Revlon Photo Ready, which, sorry, it looks like this. Mine is in the color 01 Fair, 01 Fair actually. This I didn't like at all. It's a little bit dry. You can tell I've hardly used any of it. I just I didn't feel like it covered very well. That's the consistency of it. Can blend it out, but still you can see it. I don't know if you can see it sitting in the wrinkles and the lines of my hands. That's what it did under my eyes. So I did not appreciate that one. I did try the Boots number 7. I think it's, well, or maybe it's just number 7. I don't know. But this is the Quick Cover in 03 Fair. Another one that twists up like that. And this one was nice, but I didn't feel like it had very good lasting power. So, you know, I'm picky about both. I want it to last, I want it to look nice. And this one is very much a, when you blend it out, you can, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, it doesn't really sit too badly into my fine lines. And it very much smooths out to a powder finish, which is why I think it didn't work for me, because I think it went on nicely and then it got dry. And that was not for my under eye circles. Okay, one last drugstore and then some high-end. This one is the Camel Quad from Coastal Scents. I did try this under my eyes because I'm crazy in the head like that. This is just too dry. It works well on the face. And this one is in light. This quad is in light. But, I mean, it's very paste-like. Obviously, I wouldn't put it on that heavy. All right. Some high-end, and then I will show you my favorite one. First of all, I want to tell you that I did try, because I'm getting Kristin that I did try the MAC Studio Finish Concealer. Obviously, if anybody has ever used this, they know that that's not good for under eye. But I did try it, because I tried just about everything. That's way too thick, way too, it's just not right for under eye. So I bought the MAC Select Moisture Cover Up in NW20, which has a doe foot applicator. Has a little bit, looks a little to the salmon edge for me. I'm not a MAC Pro by any means, but it worked well. See if you can, it's hard to tell now since I have 800 concealers on my hand. But it settled. Even with setting it, it settled into my lines. How many times do you think I've said fine lines and wrinkles in this video? Bobbi Brown. Melissa is not alone. I do not appreciate this either. So mine is in just creamy concealer and it's in sand. They helped me pick it online because I'm not anywhere near a Bobbi Brown counter. This was before I met my friend Calvin. But this just, it was cakey. It didn't set. If I put any kind of powder on top of it to set it, it got really cakey. I didn't enjoy that as well. I know I'm in the minority. Right there. Just really thick. Very, very thick, and just didn't work for me. Some people love it. Okay, then the last three are ones that I did enjoy, and then and one of them has become my holy grail. So the Maracuja Creaseless Concealer by Tarte. When I like this both on my face and under my eyes. I just have to work with it a little bit extra to go under my eyes, and I have mine in light. So this is, when I travel, I generally take this because I can make it work for both. I just usually have to just be very careful and make sure I really got my under eye moisturized. You know, I do that every day, but it's just so hard to squeeze out. So that's what it looks like when it comes out. And you need just the tiniest little bit, but it works for me for both blemishes and under eye, which is why it's a great travel concealer. All right, Bye Bye Under Eye from It Cosmetics. This has been one of my favorites for under eye. I really enjoy this. It covers well and it stays put. It's relatively moisturizing. I just don't feel like it's as moisturizing as my favorite one. And it looks like that before it's all blended out. I want you to know my nails looked perfect when I went to bed last night. This morning, I chipped them while I was getting ready. Looks like that. And it really stays put very well. It lasts all day long, and I find it very brightening. So I really do enjoy that one. But when I tried this one, they all just seemed to pale in comparison to this one. And it's Drugstore. And one of my subscribers very sweetly recommended it to me, and since then she has commented and said, "Oh, I'm so glad you liked it," because I do. And that's the CoverGirl in Olay Simply Ageless. I have it in the color 210 Light. So it comes in a pot like that. Looks like that on the bottom. See, this is what I did this morning. So you can't tell now, but it was all swirled when I opened it up. It looks like this. And it's a nice wet formula. And when you put it on, mean, that's not even blended in, and you can tell that it doesn't accentuate anything. It's very, very moisturizing. It covers very well. It stays put. I don't find that it, you know, moves on me through the day. I very, very much enjoy this concealer. So of all of the concealers that I have tried, this one is by far my favorite and currently my holy grail under eye concealer. What I'm going to do with all of these, I don't know. But if I had to pick out of all of these would be my top 3. The Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, the It Bye Bye Under Eye, and then this one. And by far, this is the one I travel with when I'm trying to have small, like not small containers of products. Spit it out, game. So that, because this is a little bit bulky to take, so, but on a daily basis, and I've talked about this recently in favorites, this is my favorite. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I'm sorry it's probably going to be kind of long because I did have quite a few to get through. If you have any questions, want something more specific, that sort of thing, go ahead and list it below in the comments, and I will do my best to do a more formal review on something you're looking for. But I think I was relatively in-depth on the ones that, that I like anyway, and I don't know if that you want to review on something I didn't like. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick face of the day, so if you're not interested in that, thanks for watching. So today I have on the Bobbi Brown Extra Foundation. My color is Sand. And I have Too Faced Shadow Insurance. For blush today, and actually I put it back away because I need to show this in a haul. But for blush today I have the new, one of the new Prolonged Wear blushes in Blush All Day. I couldn't wait, I had to try it. On my eyes today, I pulled out, and this is my Depotted Wet n Wild and NYX Singles shadows, but I used Nutty all over my eye. Then I used this one, which is Copper Penny or something. Let me look. Oh, just Penny. Really lightly in the crease with a fluffy brush. I got that idea from Jackie. And then I just used Brule as my highlight. And then I used Stubborn Brown as my eyeliner, and I just softened that a little bit top and bottom with this color from NYX, which is something. Hawaiian Coffee from NYX. And then on my lips today, oh. Okay then, on my lips today, I used Calvin Klein lip liner Impeached. And then on top of that, I used a Mary Kay. I just went in my drawer because I just was kind of sick of the lipsticks I've been going to, so I wanted something different. So I picked a Mary Kay, and I have no idea when I got this. And it's in Sweet Nectar. It's really pretty. Well, you can see it on my lips. Apparently I felt the need to swatch it. Okay, I'll zoom in a little bit. So yeah, face of the day. Okay, I hope that you guys are having a great Tuesday. Having a great week. Boy, it's going to be one of those days. And I will talk to you very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!